Hey everybody! We're back with another episode of Who's That Anime with your host Steve and Colin talking about, that's right, the fashion product, the fashion
Ga-
uh
Gant.
Gantz, Gantz, the knockoff brand.
Oh man. Okay.
It's
Yep.
it's not really.
It's
It
close.
is just name of a show that was created 20 years ago.
Yeah. Yeah. It's actually. Yeah, we're like bumping up against the 20th anniversary of this show, which is interesting.
This is what
Uh,
we always do.
yeah,
20th anniversary.
we accidentally do that, and the 50th anniversary of Chargeman Ken.
Yeah,
Um.
Jesus, it was. Yeah.
So
Uh,
starting this as I think is appropriate. Hey, we're gonna talk about some stuff in today's episode. There will be discussion of sex. There will be discussion of violence. There will be probably well, no, not probably, no, probably about it. There will be mention of derogatory terms for certain people and of certain dispositions. If that is not your speed, totally get it. You definitely shouldn't watch this show, and maybe you shouldn't listen to us talk about it. If you're still up for that, then yeah, hang about. If not, then recommend maybe go and listen to or watch some Angelic Layer. That's definitely a bit more chill. Um,
Not
and
school
yeah,
days.
don't watch School Days. That is man, the content warnings we should have had in those episodes. Um, some serious content warning. Actually, now that I think about it, I'm going back in my memory now. It's like, you know what? Yeah, School Days is maybe on par with this to a degree.
Yeah, yeah, it was. The derogatory term is otaku.
It's not, but also that is mentioned.
Yes.
It's it is an interesting and fascinating conversation, one-way conversation that is had. Oh man.
Well,
Okay.
otaku isn't about tackles either.
No. No, it is not.
It's not a type of tackle.
It is not a taco.
No.
Right. We getting into this?
Let's go, man.
Episode
Let's
14. Go fast. Unclear what that's about, but yeah.
go fast.
I could refer to many things in this episode. Um Well, in the last episode, Kei had just kicked Kishimoto out.
No, she left.
Yeah, uh, yes,
She left. She
she
went,
she
oh,
did.
sorry, you're great. Bye.
She did. I feel like maybe he kind of made that happen by saying it's like you won't even let me touch you. What use are you here?
I
And it's like,
mean,
oh my god.
he, he is pent up sex.
He, as we're about to notice,
Well, yeah, because
forever now apparently. Um,
is it not the first scene? He's like,
it is literally the first scene. She
he's
comes
crying,
back.
he's crying in bed, and then suddenly the door knocks on the door. He's like, "Who's that?" And then it's her, and then he's like, "Yeah," and then she cries there in his arms, and then they have at it, and then he wakes up
Yep.
to a wet dream. Well, maybe not wet dream.
And no, he's actively involved in that dream, I think.
Well, he was actually at it, yeah, because there's tissues everywhere. Um,
And he's like, because he says something like, he's like, "Yep, like that would ever happen." You're like, "I agree, that shouldn't
yeah,
happen."
yeah,
I was watching it again, and I was like, "Man, this is a horrible, horrible lesson for people." And then you're like, "No, okay, no, he is just terrible still. Okay, cool,
yeah. um,
still a jerk."
yeah, and then she's kind of wondering, getting food out of McDonald's off of people that just left their fries on the side.
Yep.
Um,
Kato and his brother are trying to tune in a television.
the old style way.
Yeah,
Bang,
yeah, with
bang,
an aerial and
bang.
everything. Good
Yeah,
shit.
yeah. With the proper like TV aerial with the two antennas on the top.
Oh yeah,
That's
I had
some.
one of those.
Yeah, I never had
I also
that.
had one of the ones with the circular one.
I had the ring. Yeah, quality stuff.
Yeah, it's good times.
I think it goes back to Milky, back to this room. He's having a shower, having a bath,
Yep.
and stuff. And
Oh
then
yeah, the door goes.
the door goes this time, and then he kind of like, oh, puts his towel on, and goes, that'll be her. Sort of. I was like, not really, because he doesn't believe
No,
that. And
no, he does not.
it appears, it looks like her for a brief second, and then it's the old lady going, I'm here to read your gas meter, just like in the porno.
Oh, that's right. She does say that, doesn't she?
And then she says, "Oh, I did find that platform, by the way. Thanks."
Yeah. Thanks for making me deal with it myself.
Yeah,
You jerk.
very much.
And he's like, "Oh shit, it's time."
Yeah,
The harbinger of Gantz has arrived. I need to go and get ready.
yeah. Oh, and what's his name? Hojo is in the cinema
Oh,
watching himself.
oh,
And
he
Albert.
is. And then the kids behind him are like, "Hey, no, I haven't seen him for a while. I heard he killed himself." And he's like, "I didn't kill myself."
Yeah.
So
Uh,
maybe he did.
had his game manager came on to him and stuff like that.
Yeah,
It's like,
yeah.
wow, that was skipped over real quick though.
That was
So you had to pause
brushed.
it through that.
Yeah, there was definitely some hints that maybe some stuff is going on with his manager.
Yeah.
Um,
And then Sado was
Sadako.
yeah, she's just like standing at the side of the aisle, looking at him.
Yeah, she literally stood there like Sadako in the ring at the
Yeah,
side. It's like anyone could look over and go, "I wonder what her deal is."
yeah,
She's just stood there in the middle of the screen, pretty much.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
wild.
Oh, it's insane. And then yeah, so they've been called back to Gantz.
Yeah, they all start to materialize in.
Yep.
Kay gets there and he's like, who the fuck are these assholes?"
Buddhist monk saying, "Oh, we're in purgatory," and the
Yeah,
people
he's
are like,
like, "You need to listen to me. I understand how this place works." And he's like,
yeah,
"Uh-huh. Yeah, sure." And then he laughs.
yeah,
He's like, "What's funny? Nothing. Nothing's funny."
yeah. Uh, and then Sai, the other person that we've bumped into a couple of times, is there for some reason.
Who's that?
The biker chick.
Oh, Sakura Oka.
Yeah, I sure should say Sai.
It,
Sakura Oka.
it might be.
Or Sakura Oka Sai.
I'm gonna double check. What her? I think you're right. I think it's Sai Sakura Oka. Yeah,
Yeah. So
she's there.
she's there.
She was the pretty woman that Kishimoto saw in the bookstore
Yeah.
trying to buy that book,
Mm-hmm.
The Labyrinth by someone.
Mary
Rachel?
Celeste.
No, but close. And of course, then there's a bunch of other guys. There's like an army looking dude who's definitely not an army dude. There's
Yeah.
a couple of like kind of pimp type looking guys, I
Yeah.
guess.
Yep.
Who
Two
else
businessmen.
is- Two businessmen, yeah.
And another military guy who's
Maybe actual military.
maybe actually military, as we might find
Yeah.
out later.
Yeah.
So they're there. Business priest is basically saying, "I know the deal. Shut up." Kato comes in and goes, "Yo, what's up? Oh, I know a bit about this place."
Yeah.
Kay gets upset seeing female Kay and kind of wanders into the corridor and cries.
Yeah. Into the corridor of horrible things. Nothing good, I feel, ever comes from walking to that corridor. Because it's usually, oh shit, someone's being sexually assaulted. I know where that is happening. It's happening there.
Yeah.
Every time.
Sexual assault corner.
Not a great part of Sesame Street.
No, that's a bad place, Sesame Street. Dude.
No. do you want to get sued? Well, Yeah,
Yeah.
he wanders off and has a little bit of a cry because he gets upset at the fact that he decides he doesn't want to die because he feels he hasn't lived yet, haven't
Yeah.
done anything yet.
Yep.
And Sai follows him and is like, "Hey, I thought you crying was kind of cool, I guess." And he's like,
Yeah.
"Whatever."
Yeah. And
So, are you some sort of otaku?
yeah.
he's just like, my older brother was into that, like
Before it was
bef-
cool. Well, it was cool.
yeah, when it was cool. When women were attracted to men who knew stuff about movies and things. He's like, what the hell would I know about that?
When is that? When's that ever been a
He's
thing?
being a massive douche as always.
Mm-hmm.
And she says, I can't remember what it is. She says something and then blushes, and I can't remember what it is.
I don't remember.
But yeah, she says something and is kind of like a bit coy, and he's like, "Oh, hang on, maybe there's something here." Meanwhile, everyone in the room is having a total meltdown. The Buddhist is leading everyone in chanting. Other people are not so much engaged in the chanting. Kato is trying to convince everyone that he knows what's happening, even though they're like, "But you don't know this, and you don't know this." He's like, "Look, just oh my god,
Yeah.
listen, for the love of God." He's like,
I think
stuff's gonna happen. Wait
yeah,
for it."
I think that's next episode, to be honest.
Well,
When
no, it's
this
at the end
quiz.
of this episode and the start of the next one, because it is used for a metaphor in this one, and then it is repeated again at the start of the next episode.
I thought it just kind of chilled
Oh
out.
no, it's because I suppose that's all kind of ongoing. Kishimoto realizes that Kei is gone, so she's starting to think about maybe going to see what's going on there. And yeah,
Uh,
meanwhile, Kei's like, "Oh, maybe I can." This girl seems interested
I
for
think
some reason.
I think she was hearing the noises because he
Yeah, you're
believed just
probably
goes
right.
like, "Yo, do you want to have sex with me?" He's like,
And
"What?
she's like,
Right here? Are you
"Fuck
crazy?"
off, fuck off."
But
You,
okay,
but yeah, okay. It's
yeah,
like, what is this show? Sometimes
he got consent this time.
he did. It's just insane that she's
Yeah,
like, "That's fine."
yeah,
Yeah, because of course he's then convincing her over and over. He's like, "We're not dead." She's like, might as well." And he's like, "No, we're not. We're not dead.
yeah, yeah,
we're not dead. So we're clear.
yeah, yeah.
Not dead."
Not
Uh,
dead. Yep.
so yeah, they're kind of going at it. Kishimoto arrives and goes, "Oh no!" And they're like, both kind of look over at her mid
Yeah.
event,
Yeah.
and it's like, "Oh, that's awkward. Wonder what her problem is." It's like, "Yeah, I wonder."
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, she totally knows. Anyway,
Oh yeah.
uh, okay. Kato is like, "Ah, this is the thing, and this is the thing," and then the globe's going to like pop the guns
Yeah.
out, and it does, and they're like, "Oh wow, he does know stuff."
When it pops out, though, it's a metaphor for the other thing that's going on in the other corridor. It kind of happens in tandem with that
Oh,
whole business.
I wasn't paying enough attention.
I mean, it's if you pay even a modicum, it's like really in your face. But otherwise, I can understand why you'd switch off because most of this is just like this seems gratuitous and unnecessary. But here we are, I guess. Like
Yep.
this also seems vastly weird and some sort of bizarre male fantasy I don't get. But okay,
Yeah. Kay's got his suit this time.
he does. He does. It's not on him at the moment because he's busy.
Oh, it was on
Uh,
him at the start, which is why he got
it was
called
on him at the start. Yeah,
Otaku. And
that's right.
then everyone says that. But yeah, that's pretty much the end of the episode because of the bit that she walks into the room and sees him, or the corridor, and sees him going at it,
Yep.
and she's like, "Oh, better go."
Whoa, sorry.
Yeah.
Gotta go.
Yep.
Yeah, that's it.
That's
What'd you think, Colin?
yay. It's 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 a thing that's happened.
Yeah, I mean, like, I The thing it's so funny as well because I remembered we were watching the earlier ones and there's all the different scenes and things like that. And I'm like, there is at some point where there's just like a wild amount of sex for no reason, and I was like, oh no, there we go, I got that episode. I've watched it now. And it's like, oh no, it spills into the next one
Oh, and the next one.
and the next one,
And the next one.
and the next one.
The dog's back.
The dog is back, yeah, and
And
doing its usual business.
she can't stay on her feet for the dog.
I don't understand why that's a thing.
I totally understand why it's a thing with the dog.
No,
No one comments on it this time, though.
no.
Kale just like grabs it off her.
Yeah,
Grabs it
they're
off
too
her.
busy dealing with the monk chanting.
Yeah. The monk. It's great.
I'd like to read the episode synopsis for this one because it just made me laugh. Kishimoto is homeless, and Kei starts regretting what he said to her. He pulls on his suit and screams for Gantz to take him back. He appears in the room with 9 new people and realizes that Tetsu is dead. Oh yeah, we should mention that. Obviously, they've realized the biker guy's dead.
Yeah, where's the guy? Oh, Party's dead.
Must be dead. Jealous of Kato, Kei goes to the side room and cries. A woman called Sakuraoka follows him, comforts him, and asks if there's anything she can do to help. Kei asks for sex, which she agrees to. The globe tells them to kill 2 aliens, both of whom appear to be temple guards. Kishimoto catches Sakuraoka and Kei having sex, but they carry on regardless as the rest of the group suit up. That's the synopsis of the episode.
Where are you getting that synopsis from?
Wikipedia.
I feel that someone's like, yep, that's a thing.
Yeah, the bits that really stuck out to me was he pulls on his suit and screams for Gantz to take him back, and Kei goes to the side room and cries. Kei asks for sex, which she agrees to. Like, there's just some really sharp, factual sentences that are amazing. Kishimoto is homeless, and Kei starts regretting what he said to her.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Yeah.
So good.
Oh, God.
It does show you a picture of those the 2 enemies as well. Should have mentioned that.
It does, but we don't know they're temple guards until next episode.
We'll get into that though.
Yeah. Next time.
Yeah,
Who's that?
literally. Well, no, like next time when we talk about the next episode.
Yeah. 5.
So 5.
5.
I agree. I think like it's right on the middle of the road for me. just a bit much.
Could be lower for me.
Yeah.
It's just like, why? Okay.
Yeah, all it does to me is accent how much of a catastrophic arsehole he is.
I mean, yeah, not to mention though, he's finally got rid of those lust a bit. I think.
I guess.
You don't see it now, but you'll see it later.
Yeah.
Seems a bit more focused.
He's replaced it with something else. Another lust.
Yeah.
Well, onward and upward. We're on to episode 16. It's me!
Mario!
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, this is the bit where we kind of go back and Kato's like, look, it's gonna open, and points at it, and then everyone waits and is like, it's not gonna open, and it opens, and then we repeat the same thing again, where we...
Oh, but we get to have the sex scene in the subway.
Oh god, we do. Yeah, that's
well,
right.
she's watching them in the subway. I was like,
she
wasn't even part of that.
Yeah, 2 of you weren't there at that point.
Yeah. And then the train hits them all.
Yeah. And then we're back.
Which I assume is another metaphor. Now that I think about it. Maybe that was a metaphor. Anyway, yeah, now they're back.
Yeah, now they're back.
And they're still at it.
Yeah, they're still going. Why? And they're like, maybe we should put suits on. It's like, I don't know, maybe. Sounds like things are about to start.
No, he was like, you should put a suit on because it'll save you, type thing.
Yeah, and of course no one wants to put the suit on.
Yeah.
Because they think he's the devil. Well, the monk thinks he's the devil. He's like, this guy he's going to lead you down a bad path.
Oh, that's not wrong. Anyway,
I mean, no, it's not.
that was the last episode again.
Was it?
Yeah, because
These two blur.
Oh yeah, the
into
blur,
one.
but at the same time they're completely different because the scenes for the guns pop out and seeing the guns pop out was different. They didn't have the self-weight in the first one.
You're right. But what happens is that they show the same content reanimated in a different way,
Yes,
and I don't understand why that would be necessary.
different animation studio.
Is that what it is?
That's what I believe it is. It's like they'll put things out to different animation studios and so they'll get things done, and then a different animation studio would do it one way and have that bit in it, and then another one has done had like this kind of the same blurb and started with that and did it a different way.
It says it's one studio, but I guess it could be different teams in the same studio.
Oh yeah, different teams, yeah. But they'll have an expert of how it should be done, and then
Gonzo Studio.
Yeah, is that still about?
Maybe.
Maybe.
It's difficult to say. Gonzo has not released a major animation project since 2020.
Oh, technically.
It was revealed the company planned to execute a reverse stock split. If approved, it would reduce the number of issued shares. Okay. They had financial issues, it seems, like in the late 2000s. Was this one of their first things? No. They had quite a lot under their belt at that point. Just trying to see if they've worked on G.I. Joe and Transformers.
All right, yeah.
They worked on Witchblade, Afro Samurai.
Uh-huh.
See if there's any other like really big ones in here. Not seeing anything that's like, oh, that's like a. Nah, I don't think there's anything in there that's really huge to the same degree as other studios.
Yeah.
No. Oh, films. Oh, they did 3 Full Metal Panic films.
Full Metal Panic films.
And they did the anime of Bayonetta.
All right, yeah.
Afro Samurai is probably one of their biggest ones.
Yeah, I think so. I never watched
They've worked on a few games as well, actually, by the looks of things. They've contributed animation sequences, like to Suikoden, Zone of Enders, Blaze Blue. Oh, Super Street Fighter 4. They did ending sequences in that.
Oh, nice. Cool.
Oh, shit! Okay, no, I found the biggest thing they've done.
Uh-huh.
I don't know if you've ever heard the Linkin Park song "Breaking the Habit."
Possibly.
But it had an animation video, and they did the animation for the video.
Oh no, the animation video I was thinking of was this 4chan one with the duck crying blood.
No, it was not that one.
The good old emo one.
Crawling. I'm glad we were talking about the band before you decided to try and sing that. Because yeah, otherwise I'm not sure I'd have got that.
So crawling in my
That's
skin.
the one,
yeah. Days something. Oh, and there's Mickey Mouse clock in it too, if I remember right, in that weird 4chan animation about the duck crying tears of blood. Good old 4chan. Anyway, it's the potato clip I had of that cooking show where all the vegetables are live or something. I don't know what it was.
Oh, the one where the potato like just sacrifices himself.
Yeah, he just peels himself, and it's got like the crawling in the background of that. Oh, so many memes from that song. Anyway, yes, They all had sex.
Yep.
They managed to put the clothes on before. I don't even know how she got a suit before
No,
Katou walks in on them because they're all dressed up now.
they are.
And nothing's happening here, Katou. What are you on about? It's all fine.
Yeah, just relax about it, would you?
Yeah, yeah. And he's like, cool. And he's like, don't bother trying to convince them they don't believe you, type thing. And then everyone slowly gets teleported to a big temple.
Yep.
And the Buddhist monk is the last one saying, you're all going to hell. Look, he's off to hell. He's been sent to hell. It's all hell.
Yeah. It's definitely the only explanation I have for things.
Yep. And then, like, the science guy is was like prodding the dude inside. Is oh, this is the dude inside. What? What? Why is that? I don't know.
It's like grabbing his face.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Yeah, what's that guy about?" It's like, how would I know?
Yeah.
He's just here. Like, I don't know, man.
What? Who's the owner of the club? And he's
What?
like, he asked him about who's the owner of the club or something, or
Oh,
who's
that's right. He's like, yeah, he's asking him all the questions. Like, so what's this about? It's like, I don't know.
who's the sponsor of the club.
Who's the sponsor of this club? I don't think this is a club.
Yeah.
Probably not a club.
Probably not a club. I don't know that either. Anyway, they all get sent there, except the priest who's like, "Oh, go to hell," and he starts crying, and then he gets teleported
Yep.
and says his thing. And then there's like this weird bit where when Hojo gets transported first, and he's just there, and he sees two guys walking to the side of the temple with their baseball bats,
Yep.
and they go in the side door hatch to go homeless hunting.
Yeah.
Which is some weird side bit where they just find these homeless people and they just essentially beat them up.
Yeah, and by beat them up, murder them.
Yeah, like with baseball bats.
Yeah, he pours boiling hot ramen over one of their heads.
Yeah.
All while weirdly singing the same song that Gantz wakes up to.
Yeah. Which again we'll get to in another episode.
Yeah,
Quite is commented then. But they're there doing that.
they are.
Well, so all the other people come in. Like,
Oh, we should note that the clock didn't say an hour this time. It said 90 minutes, so they had longer.
yeah, that's
Which
right.
they were, one of them, at least one of them was concerned about.
Oh yeah, it's 9 minutes. That's a bit weird.
Yeah, that must mean bad things potentially.
And Kay was like, only another 30 minutes, that's fine. So the Carol teleport, and like the pimps and the businessman and the priest all start kind of walking away.
Yep. And Kato's like, "Hey, maybe don't do that."
I tell you, you're going to die. Ah, it's fine. I'll just
Yeah.
get a train. And then they walk out of the range, and one of the businessmen's heads explodes, and he's like, "Oh, okay."
Well, I like the fact that Kay is like, "No, leave him, fuck him. We got
Yeah.
stuff to do here." And you're like, He's like, "I'll be back."
Yeah, I mean, they weren't listening to you, so there's not much you can do about it.
No, but like Kato's like, he's like, "Hey, those guys are gonna die."
Yeah.
So maybe we should stop them from doing that.
How are you going to stop them from doing that?
Well, I mean, to be fair, they automatically stopped when one of the four of them turned into a blood fountain.
Yeah, yeah. It said just like pop, all in view of everyone on the steps of the temple.
Yeah, and they're like, "Huh? Oh dear."
Maybe not. It was then they'll come back, and then they're like, okay, so the aliens are here, they're inside, let's go and get in. So Kay basically starts to beat down the door, and then just like that old movie, Jason's and the Argonauts, the statues come alive at the side. Two big massive statues.
They check them with the gun, the X gun.
The X gun, yeah, because
which is the X-ray gun.
yeah, X-ray gun.
And it turns out they have skeletons.
Yeah.
So they're like, oh, yes, bad, not good.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, he kicks in the door. And as he kicks in the door, the statues are like, well, fuck you.
Pretty much. Yep. Well, let's get alive. Oh, I think he kicks in the door a bit, and then like, well, what about these guys? These look like the guys. It's like, oh, all
Yeah.
right. Yeah. Oh, they are. Oh, okay.
Oh, shit.
Uh, and then the guys who are beating up the homeless hear some noise.
Yep.
And they go, ah,
We should go and check it out.
no,
Do they not?
they don't. They don't care. They just continue to beat the guy up. They're like, ah, that was just
Oh,
a traffic incident outside. Yeah,
that's right. They do splatter his brains everywhere.
they do that. That homeless guy. Yep.
Yeah, he's dead.
I think that's it.
I was going to say, I think that's the end of the episode, Colin.
Yeah, I like the bit where in the room we normally discuss this, when Kato's like, right, well, I'm going to have to try and convince them to put the suit on. I'll just lift these two people up.
Oh, and the karate guy as well.
No. And the karate guy is just like, boop, 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 and then kicks to the head.
Punching his stomach like over and
Yeah.
over, and he's like, "It's not a trick. Put the suit on, please."
Yeah, very much. Or at least carry him with you, because we're
Yeah.
going.
Yeah, it's happening, guys. We gotta go.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty good. I like that bit.
Yep. That's it. That's pretty much the end of this episode. There's things that's happening, and they earned a new quest.
Yeah.
And they got the same shit to deal with of like convincing people that they shouldn't not be doing the things because it's bad for them, bad for their health.
Yeah.
But they're like,
Yeah.
I don't know, man. There's not much. Raise my stakes higher.
It's maybe better than the last episode.
It's got less awkwardness in it.
And
Sort
only
of.
marginally, because they do repeat that awkwardness.
Yeah.
So.
I don't know. Still a 5 to 6.
Yeah, 5.
Yeah.
A 5.
A 5.
Well, on that note, we've kind of reached the end of the episode for today.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll be back next time to talk about more anime. You've been listening to Who's That Anime, a podcast suspiciously about anime. We can be found where very suspicious. We can be found where all good podcasts can be found. Our home is at anchor.fm/Who's That Anime. If you like what it is we do, then leaving a review is a cool way to do that. If you've already left a review or can't leave a review, depending on how you listen, telling a friend about the show is another way to help support us. If you'd like to support us financially, you can at patreon.com/Who's That Anime. You can get early episode releases for this podcast and our bonus podcast, 5 Minute Fusion, A Journey Through Dragon Ball. So yeah, that would be super cool. That'll help pay the Crunchyroll subscriptions.
Yeah.
On the other side of things, we have a Facebook page. That's facebook.com/Who's That Anime. We post the latest episode releases and sometimes some anime memes. We have a YouTube channel. It's where Colin painstakingly puts together the video versions of these episodes.
Mm-hmm.
You can also find the podcast RSS feeds in YouTube too. That's at youtube.com/Who's That Anime. You can find a link to our Discord group in the show notes. Colin and I sometimes like to play some video games. Colin at twitch.tv/couchfuel and myself at twitch.tv/hailpayman. And you can find archives for those channels on youtube.com by searching for @couchfuel or @hailpayman. And that's us.
Yeah, that is us. That is us, indeed. We made it through another 2 episodes of Gantz.
Yeah, hopefully things can get better now.
Things can only get better.
Oh, you're making me think I should change the episode title to Things Can Only Gantz Better.
Oh, things can only Gantz better.
Okay, I'm doing it. I'm doing it. I had an episode title. I'm changing it.
Oh man, what was the episode title?
They did the Linkin Park video.
We did like a part video.
I think maybe I'll try and like get as many Gantz related puns into the titles as we go.
How do you get Gantz related puns?
I don't know. Like so far, the only other one that's going to come out is sticking out your Gantz for the Rizzler. So
Yeah, I mean, is it a pun if it's not like makes any sense?
probably not.
It's like, oh yeah, just sticking out the Gantz for the Rizzler. That's a thing.
Yeah, that's a thing.
Fashion brand.
Yeah, okay. I've also added in our last little note. Let's get out of here, Colin.
All right, we're not advertising for Gant, the fashion brand,
Nope.
but
Never.
this was How's Amy, who's watched Gantz, the anime,
Yeah.
so you don't have to,
You don't have to.
unless you want to.
Yeah.
Some people like it, I think.
I like it. I just not these bits as much.
There's good bits in it.
Yeah.
I mean, like the next couple episodes are interesting
Yeah.
and cool with some
There's
stuff.
stuff
It's
and
like
things.
they actually getting energized. Anyway, on that note, we'll catch you next time. Same anime place, same anime time. That's the thing to say.
Bye.
Bye, enemies.